God ain't forgetting what those motherfuckers did to this place, Mr. Clay. I won't either.
This man's name is Jesse. We were just having ourselves a little conversation about Richie Doucet.
Listen, I ain't done nothing, you hear? I don't know anything. I was just taking a walking down the street and she just grabbed me is all.
You with Dixie Mafia?
No. Yes, I mean, shit. I did it for the money, you hear? I ain't got nothing personal against y'all. I don't even carry a gun.
Where's Doucet?
He's out at the abandoned amusement park to the west of here.
Banned Saturdays. What the hell is he doing out there?
From what I heard, it's because you've been tearing things up. Georgie's on a goddamn warpath. He wants Richie dead. So Richie, he grabbed what was left of the heroin and took off. Said he was gonna lay low until he could settle things with Georgie.
How many men he got with him?
Hell, I don't know. All of them.
Hand me that knife.
No, please. No, I ain't done nothing to y'all. Please, I'm begging you. My mom, shit.
Go on, get.
He could warn Doucet.
He ain't no threat to nobody. Let him run back home to his mama.
If you wrong, there'll be hell to pay.
Got a bad sense about this, man. Richie needs to work this shit out with Georgie.
Well, he ain't got no fucking choice. 'Cause if he don't, we fucked like your mama on prom night.
For sure, man. For sure. Well, better get back to it before Bobby starts hollering again.
All right, then. Watch your ass down there. I'd say some kind of shit's going down.
Off that many niggers and not expect some kind of response.
It's one coon. Fuck this.
After all the fucking up Richie done, could be Georgie's boys.
Don't matter if it's one coon or 50 grease balls. Only thing you worry about is the one motherfucker in front of you. I'm going.
Holler if you see something.
Someone there? Hello?
Welcome to Baron Saturday's Fun Park. We're sure happy to have you with us today. So put your troubles aside and enjoy yourself.
Some kind of evil's getting stirred
You
up.
never know what that dirty old Baron's got waiting for you round the corner. Hoo-wee!
What's going on over there? Stop fucking around! What now? Quit clowning! I drag him back.
Now on your right, you got the Carnival Carousel. Nice place for you boys and girls to stay out of trouble. But if you're one of those adventurous types, you might want to head over and meet the meanest gators this side of the bayou on the Crazy Gator roller coaster. But be careful now. I hear those boys sure do love dark meat.
Shit, what do we do now? We wait. Richie knows what he's doing. He'll work things out. You really believe that? I
Welcome to the Bone Rattler. Ain't much resting in peace going on here. To ensure a safe ride, keep your hands, arms, and legs inside the caskets at all times.
I didn't mean to get mixed
And
up in
keep
all
an
this
eye
shit.
on them kitties
Ain't
now,
late for
yeah?
second guessing now, asshole.
Enjoy
So
the
you get your
ride,
yellow ass out there, or I'll shoot you my fucking self.
Shit, fuck. Fine.
Take him down! All of y'all, get over here! Get me close enough, boys. Let's see what you got, nigga. Grab and cover.
Need a second to read 'em. Can't move.
Grab and cover. Come on! Oh, shit, he got another one.
Fall in.
Hey, motherfucker! We know you're around here somewhere. Show yourself.
Come on out, we'll make this fast. Promise. Go see if he's still in the Bone Rattler. Huh? Hell was that?
The hell was that?
How you doing, buddy?
Crawdaddy's Wild Ride is the wildest ride in the country. Hop on in. Nobody's dead. And when you're back on the South Rim, man, all over
smoke is that?
Ice cold hucklebuck.
Straight out. Fucker knows how to shoot. He's trying to burn us.
Him a new asshole.
I gotta search all night. That boy's mine. What?
Gonna barbecue your ass.
Well, folks, you made it all the way to the paddle wheel. And Lord have mercy, it's worth it. 'Cause there ain't a prettier sight than the view from the top. But don't take my word for it. Welcome, y'all. Oh, you'd like to hear a story? Well, I just happen to have one. So why don't you sit for a spell and have a listen to my tale about that devil beast known as the Rougarou. It all began in a small Negro village nestled deep in the bayou, far outside our civilized city. It was a place where slaves ran to hide from the world and hoped to call home. But something else called this place home too. Something evil. And it was watching. Waiting. Now say what you will about the life of a slave, but those days brought the Negro folk closer to God. Saved many a soul from the lake of fire that lived there. But soon they started backsliding, returning to the ways of their African ancestors, and an elder named Papa Virgil led them back to that old heathen practice known as voodoo. And good old Papa Virgil, well, he took on a new name, Baron Saturday. That evil in the darkness knew this was his time. Men, women, even children started going missing. The great fear took hold of folks, and a name was whispered throughout the village. The Rougarou. A fierce man-beast covered in fur, a mouth of razors with claws to match. Many Negro men went hunting the Rougarou, but none of them returned. Desperate to fend off that beast, The simple-minded folks scarred the banks of the bayou with voodoo dolls. Horrific things made of human bones and hair, and painted in blood. But this dissuaded the Rougarou not one bit. And some say things got worse. Much worse. The hero they needed came in the form of a young priest, Father Michael. The Lord called Father Michael to save those lost sheep who've gone astray and killed the Rougarou. He stalked the beast for days, but in the end returned to the village empty-handed. Guide me, O Lord my God. I serve only your will. That night, Father Michael woke to terrified cries filling his ears.
Say something, man!
The Rougarou. As a fear-filled village
Ain't no time for games, man.
from the beast's vicious screams, Father Michael ran toward him, determined that whether it be him or the Rougarou, only one would survive that night. In the end, not even the Rougarou could defeat a man of God. A man of God who knows where he belongs. With the guidance of Father Michael, the villagers cast off their heathen faith. The lost sheep returned to the fold, and the dark days of the Rougarou faded into a distant memory.
Damn it.
You mess with the bull, you
coming my ass!
Take a silent nigga to do his dirty work.
Fucking move!
You need to run this through, boy. You think you can come in here and steal my heroin without nobody noticing?
I'm not here to steal your heroin, Richie. I'm here to make you pay for what you did to Sammy and Ellis Robinson.
I didn't have nothing to do with that!
I watched you stab Ellis in the gut. I couldn't do nothing about it then, but I sure as hell can now.
God damn it! None of that was my idea, you hear? It was all Georgie, him and his old man. They wanted y'all gone, not me. What was I supposed to do? Say no?
Either that or make sure that I was dead.
Oh, no. No, please. Please, listen. Just decent thing would be to let a man get in a prayer before you kill him.
You can pray on the way up.
When I saw Richie Doucette hanging from that Ferris wheel, I felt a profound sense of disbelief. Nothing like this had ever happened before. You mobsters killed each other all the time, but it was generally a small, contained event. Some greaseball is eating spaghetti and meatballs at his favorite restaurant and gets popped in the head. But this was different. Even then, even before I knew who killed him, I knew that Richie had been put on display. Lincoln was trained in psychological warfare by the CIA. He wanted to terrify the mob, wanted them to know he was going to kill every last one of them, and that none of them would be able to stop him.
we're gonna talk about the things happening right here in New Bordeaux. Things I don't think anyone could have ever predicted. Except yours truly, of course. Seems there's a gentleman out there, maybe he's even listening right now, who police are referring to as a violent agitator. Now hold on, that's not exactly right.
Set's dead. The hollow's yours.
They say you strung him up on the old Ferris wheel.
He killed Ellis. Shit all over the people in this neighborhood. Doucette got what he deserved.
The righteous will rejoice when he sees the vengeance. He will bathe his feet in the blood of the wicked. That goes both ways, you know.
Thought you said all that was behind us.
My men are struggling with the notion that we now have to answer to the same men who killed Baca, who wiped out half our number.
If I was them, I'd get over it. We don't have time to go around coddling people.
Of course not. But gestures carry weight. And if you were to help my man Emmanuel, that's a gesture that would go a long way in calming nerves.
What's he need?
He oversees my reefer operation over at the boathouse. Help him, and I'll see to it you get a portion of the profits.
Just so we're clear, I'm expecting a cut of everything, not just what comes from selling weed. It's gonna cost a lot of money to take down Marcano.
Don't worry. I'll make sure you get your money.
Could use some supplies. Heard you were the man to talk to.
Cassandra said you might be calling. I'm happy to help, but I ain't running no charity either.
See anything you need?
Let me see what you got.
Done deal. I'm out of here.
Breaking news in New Bordeaux. There are reports of a violent shootout at the abandoned Baron Saturday's fun park. The authorities haven't released an official tally, but sources are reporting multiple casualties. One witness claims to have seen a man hanging from the very top of the decommissioned Ferris wheel, but police have refused to comment on the veracity of that report. The fun park has been closed for a number of years and was once a subject of controversy for what colored civil rights groups described as racially inflammatory imagery.
Oh, good. We need a little rain.
You want to buy something? You need to talk to Cassandra.
She said you could use some help, assuming you're Emmanuel.
Assume at your own risk, Lincoln Clay.
So running the weed, y'all got a routine laid out?
We take a boat to the bayou, grab the bears, bring them back.
Bayou can be a rough territory. Dixie Mafia knows every inch.
Do those white boys scare you, Fred? Did they touch your zozo when you were a child?
Cassandra failed to mention your charming personality.
I highly doubt she forgot.
You do this kind of thing back in Haiti?
Back in my country, I was a hooligan, a priest.
What's a priest know about trafficking weed?
I did not run marijuana, Fred. My cargo was refugees, people. I saved their lives, got them away from Duvalier. But you probably don't know much about that.
We gonna have a problem, you and me?
Cassandra says we are partners, that everything is cool between us. Are we cool?
Don't think I call it that.
Neither would I. Cassandra might be able to let go of what you did to our people. But I cannot.
Maybe you'd be happier back in Haiti.
It was not my choice to come here. Leave my home. But I'm trying to make the best of it.
Aren't we all?
There are still Dixie Mafia scattered around the hollow. If you have the time, you should see to them. Convince them to leave.
A shipment of weed is being delivered down in the bayou. Get a boat, use it to bring everything back. A word of advice, Frey. There is one thing you should never, ever do if Cassandra asks. Poker. Don't ever play in poker. She will leave you with your zozo in your hands and not enough for cab fare. Take my word for it.
God ain't forgetting what those motherfuckers did to this place, Mr. Clay. I won't tease her.
Glad to see it's clearing up. Glad to see it's clearing up.
You're a mess, Mr. Duvall.
Oh, that I am. Remy Duvall, that is. Welcome to the Native Son, dear listener. And this segment, I am joined by the lovely Miss Olivia Marcano.
Hey, everyone.
Dear listeners, some of you know Miss Marcano from her charitable work with underprivileged girls around New Bordeaux. Now, I have known her since she was herself just a girl.
Mr. Duvall, stop.
Oh, just a picture of charm and grace. And folks, I have seen the cotillion photos, and they are glorious.
Oh, stop it.
All right, back to business. Miss Marcano, you're back with an update for our listeners.
That's right, Mr. Duvall. We're opening up the Duvall Trust Scholarship for another month of submissions.
Oh, the Duvall Trust Scholarship. You know, with a name like that, it sounds just fascinating. Now, why don't you remind our listeners what that is exactly? I believe this year we're focusing on the sciences. Is that right?
That is correct. The Trust is seeking applicants from exceptional backgrounds for this program. We're looking beyond grades while focusing on poise, community service, and moral character. One winning entrant will receive a summer internship at the Frisco Field Science Center next June.
Wow, how about that? You know, in the last year, our foundation has partnered with the Science Center to construct a new research wing in honor of the late Lucio Marcano.
My late husband was a great admirer of the sciences. Before he passed, it was Lucio's dream to give something back to the community.
They're gonna have all kinds of beakers, burners, books, and, well, whatever else they might be.
Remy, what was your favorite science class in school?
Whoa, I don't know. I mean, little this, little that. I'd say biology, mainly.
I'm not even gonna ask why.
Oh, you see how she hurts me, folks. Oh, but seriously, I want y'all to get on down to the Science Center and pick up an application. Now, all materials are due Friday, March 29th, by the end of business. Until next time.
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
Train a-comin', it's rolling around a bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps rolling.
Good Lord is watching. Take off. Shit heel.
Shit, what the hell happened? Son of a bitch is here! Move your hands! God damn!
Oh, you guessed my name!
on your location. Stay sharp. Heads up. Drop's coming down. Reefer's wet. Make it dry. That's all she wrote. Take care now. Moving out.
Wouldn't you know it?
God ain't forgetting what those motherfuckers did to this place, Mr. Clay. I won't tease her.
Come on and hold me tight.
hey there, Frey. How is life running with her?
I got it covered.
Good. Because I'm getting word those Dixie bosons are starting to interfere with our drops.
They can try all they like. Still won't change the outcome. You getting in touch with your artistic side?
My wife used to draw on anything she could get her hands on. Half the time, she didn't even realize what she was doing. And yet, every stroke was perfection.
She's still back in Haiti?
Yes. It is where she is buried.
Guess we've all had our share of losses.
Our losses, Frey, are nowhere near the same.
I'm just trying to turn the page, set things right with you.
And you think comparing the deaths of our loved ones will do that? Papa Doc had my wife tortured trying to locate me. He had the tonton Macoute bludgeon my children to death in order to save bullets. When I last saw my wife, her eyes had ruptured from the electroshock. My little boy, his face was caved in. And my little girl, she had been hit so hard she was decapitated. They were faultless. So you and me, Frey, we are nothing in common. Makano is an evil man. In that there is no question. But just because an evil man kills, it does not mean his victims are innocent.
Innocence ain't a thing that exists around folks like us. At least not for long. Hell, I'm not even sure I know what it looks like anymore.
I used to. Once. But the bloodier I get, the quicker that picture fades. But that's not important right now. Important thing is getting our weed back from the Dixie Mafia. A large shipment of marijuana is at this dock. Get it and bring it back. Not worth as much money, but we can sell everything you bring back.
We're cleaning this place up right, thanks to you.
Sometimes
The hell? Who you think's gonna... Shit, he's dead. This is your good friend Remy Duval, reminding y'all to tune in to Native Son. Native Son! On WBYU 620.
Oh, I'm Johnny Cash.
I hear the train a-coming, it's rolling around a bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps rolling on down the San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry.
sleep awake all night long, waiting by my telephone. You said you'd call me about 9:45, but you went and stood me up again. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I'm gonna forget about you. Yeah, I'm gonna take your picture off my wall, and then I'm going out and have a ball. Too many fishes in the deep blue sea for me to let you make a fool of me. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I'm gonna forget about you. Please don't tell me that you're sorry. Don't give me the same old line. I know for a fact if I took you back that you'd make me lose.
God ain't forgetting what those motherfuckers did to this place, Mr. Clay. I won't either.
Look at who decided to stop by. Thought you forgot about me.
Running weed takes time.
That it does, Fred.
Can't imagine what it must have been like running people. How many folks you think you got out of Haiti?
I only remember those I could not save.
Bullshit. When I was in country, once in a while we get a chance to evacuate a village before the napalm dropped. Wasn't a SOP, but we still did it. Had a couple close calls when the bombers showed up early. But I remember every single face.
So how many were there?
43. Should have been more, but some folks didn't trust us. Thought we were gonna march them into a shallow grave. Still remember the fear in their eyes.
Nothing motivates quite as well as fear.
Not a damn thing. So how with it? What was your count?
226.
Goddamn.
1 boat every night for 10 months. Mostly women and children. The men were either enlisted or disappeared. We had more refugees than we knew what to do with. They didn't always survive the trip, but dying on the bateau running from Papa Doc was better than the alternative.
Dodging Dixie cocksucker sounds like Christmas morning by comparison.
If you would have told me 15 years ago that all this would happen, I would have called you crazy. I believe I die an old man with my family all around me.
Yeah. Not in this life, anyway.
No. Not in this life. Keep bringing in the marijuana, Fred. This is our life now. Go to this warehouse. Inside, there's a large stash of our weed. Kill the assholes guarding it and then bring it back.
There's nothing a man loves more than an ice-cold Stoltz beer.
Can't a woman appreciate one too?
Sure she can, as long as she gets my dinner on the table and brings me an icy cold one.
There's only one thing a woman loves more than serving an ice-cold Stoltz to her man.
And what would that be, darling?
Enjoying one.
come on.
Problems?
This goddamn thing keeps jamming up. If you're ready to see the other briefings, we can get started.
Show me what else you managed to dig up.
You got it. 2 of the city's finest scumbags. Oh, yes. Point for Dunn's favorite son, Thomas Burke.
How's he doing since Danny?
9 weeks ago, Burke stumbles into Roman the Butcher Barbiere's deli, drunk off his ass, waving a gun around. He fires off 10 rounds, but the only thing he manages to hit is a fucking ham hock in the goddamn deli case. The butcher's boys slap the shit out of him and toss him in a dumpster.
Barbieri is the one who took over Point Verdun, right? Busted up Burke's leg with a tire iron.
That's why Burke was willing to go along with the robbery. He thought it'd make things square with Sal, and he'd be able to get Point Verdun back.
He always struck me as an asshole.
Yeah, just like every other Irishman. But he hates Marcano as much as you do.
Yeah, all right. Least I can do is give Danny's old man a chance for a little payback. Oh, fucking hell.
He's been spending his time in a dive bar up in Point Verdun. Duffy's, it's called. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
Yo, you better be worth all this trouble.
The man himself, Mr. Vito Scaletta.
You gotta be shitting me.
Last couple months have been pretty tough on old Vito. Sal's always hated him. Thought he was a mole for the commission, but he couldn't do anything about it because Vito's made. After the heist, Sal refused to pay Vito his cut, and then he put the clamps on him. He's been trying to limit Vito's ability to pay what's owed.
And if Scaletta can't kick up, the commissioner give Marcano permission to whack him.
The only reason that Vito is still above ground is because he has a couple off-the-record businesses. He's been using that money to pay Sal.
Gotta give Scaletta credit. Pretty goddamn tenacious.
He's lasted a lot longer than I thought he would, but the clock is ticking. A couple weeks ago, Sal sent in his nephew, a kid named Michael Greco, to help Vito run River Row. Greco's been using his guys to limit what Vito can do, where he can go. Once he has Vito completely boxed in, he'll make his move.
Scaletta has to know what Greco has planned. I'll pay him a visit. See if I can't leverage this thing with Greco to bring Scaletta around to my way of thinking.
I'm sure I'll appreciate your concern. Looking pretty lively for a dead guy.
Much too strong. I'm headed to you. Change, change, change. 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 You say I'm through. Oh, wanna be lonely. The chain is gonna break.
People down. Damn it, you got me. Anyways. Gotta change mags. Can't move. It's here, boy. And I ain't afraid to die. I'm stuck here, boys. I can't move! Stop moving around.
Out of this, you own what you own. But maybe have that pretty little wife of yours come down and see me.
Stay in line.
don't care what they say. The butcher's a fucking teddy bear. Sweetest guy you'll ever...
Man, could use it, huh? This is trouble you don't want, boy.
Where you at?
Watch out!
Take your shirt off.
Burke. Been a while.
Lincoln Clay. Jesus Christ on the cross. Now I've seen everything. Heard you were dead.
Been hearing that a lot.
The fuck do you want?
Came here to make you a business proposition.
Is that so?
I'm going after Marcano, his brothers, anyone else that's associated with him.
You want my help?
Way I see it, once we deal with Barbieri, you get Point Verdun back. After that, we can discuss what happens to the rest of the city.
No, fuck off. Involved in chalky bastards once already. Look where it got me.
From where I'm standing, I'm not seeing much of a difference between then and now.
You listen, that you listen, God, you fuck. Danny was so burned up, the coroner wouldn't let me get a last look at him. If anyone's killing that fucking Marcano, that's me.
Unless Marcano's hanging around one of these dive bars, I don't think he has too much to worry about.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. You got more stones in the likes of you there are fucking off. A fucking ingrate. Coming to your question, me. You and your kind, you cut and run at the first sign of trouble. You always have, you always will. Fucking keys.
Sit your ass back down. We going for a ride.
What the Christ you think you're doing?
You were bragging about your stones, so I figured we'd take a little ride. See who cracks first, the Chalky or the Mick.
Christ, you're gonna make the piss come out of me, Japs, eh?
Without Thomas Burke, Lincoln's war against Sal Marcano ended before it really had a chance to begin. Lincoln's bloated body was pulled out of the river a few days later.
Me are going for a little ride.
What the Christ you think you're doing?
You were bragging about your stones, so I figured we'd take a little ride. See who cracks first, the Chalky or the Mick. Come on, old man. It ain't the whiskey turning you green. Picked the wrong man to call out. Picked the wrong man to call out.
Holy mother, around we're a jark. All right. You proved your point, you mongrel sap. Pull over here. Nah, get the fuck out of my ride. Give me time to sober up, then come see me. I think we can work something out.
Get your head out of the clouds.